Hello friends, I'm Sudhir and you are enjoying the YouTube channel English Carnival, a journey of learning with joy. Friends, this channel is dedicated to English language, literature, criticism, academics, motivation and many more. Friends, as a part of the series of the sonnets composed by the most popular and acknowledged literary figure, poet, actor, essayist and playwright. Yes, friend, he is none other than William Shakespeare. Friends, today we are going to explore his sonnet number 29, which is also known as When in Disgrace with Fortune and Men's Eyes, which is the first line of the sonnet, and it was written in 1590s and published in 1609. But friends, as usual, before we proceed, I request you to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you may get the notifications of uploaded such videos on this channel in coming days. Friends, in fact, William Shakespeare does not require any kind of introduction, but his contribution to the literature is really appreciable, and his literature will be studied as long as the study of literature is there in the globe. Friends, in fact, the study of literature won't be completed until we explore and study the literature of William Shakespeare or his contribution to the literature. Friends, he wrote 154 sonnets, 2 long narrative poems, 37 plays, and today we are going to explore his sonnet number 29. After this, we are going to explore sonnet number 60, sonnet number 73, sonnet number 116, and sonnet number 130 in row. Friends, the basic objectives of this today's video are: number one, we have to understand William Shakespeare's contribution in brief. Number two, we have to explore, study and understand the sonnet number 29 in detail. Number three, we have to summarize the poem conveniently with simple words and explain it easily line by line for better understanding. So friends, let's begin and see the literary contribution of William Shakespeare in brief. Friends, William Shakespeare was born on 26th April 1564. He was born and brought up in Stratford-upon-Avon. He began his career in London as an actor and writer. Friends, he produced most of his well-known works between 1589 to 1630. He wrote 37 world-famous plays, including Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, Othello, and so on. Friends, he wrote 154 sonnets, out of which we are going to explore 5 sonnets in row in coming days. Friends, William Shakespeare's 154 sonnets can rightly be categorized or divided into 3 different parts. As number 1, we have the Fair Youth sonnets, in which the sonnet number 1 to sonnet number 126 can be accommodated. These sonnets are addressed to a young man with whom the poet or William Shakespeare has a deep friendship. The second part is the Dark Lady, friends, or the Dark Lady sonnets. Friends, this part accommodates the sonnet number that is from 127. In this part and its sonnets, the poet becomes infatuated and obsessed with a mysterious lady. The next one and the third one that we have the Greek sonnets, which are it accommodates around or the last 2 sonnets rather, sonnet number 153 and 154, and these last 2 sonnets are somewhat different, and it talks about the Roman myth of Cupid. Friends, I already prepared one video about the lyric and sonnet separately, and the link of that video has been given in the description box. You can explore that video as per your convenience, and you can understand what exactly sonnet means. So friends, the sonnet number 29, or When in Disgrace with Fortune and Men's Eyes, is a very interesting and touching sonnet. Friends, this sonnet does not have any specific theme as such, but still positive consequences of love can be stressed out as one of the significant themes of this sonnet. Friends, in this sonnet, William Shakespeare tries to convey his feelings and emotions in a, in a very beautiful way, in a very touching manner. In fact, friends, this sonnet teaches every individual the way of sharing feelings and emotions, or the importance of sharing feeling and emotions rather. Friends, here poet feels like depressed and outcast being, or depressed one and outcast one. He feels that there is nobody to listen and understand his feelings. There is no ray of hope from anyone, and even the God also does not listen and understand his feelings. Friends, and therefore he feels depressed and recalls his friend or someone else who is quite close to him, as it has not been clearly mentioned in the poem. It could be his friend or it could be his beloved. Friends, and the way he starts recalling his friend or beloved or well-wisher rather, his mood gets changed, and his unhappiness or depressed feelings, it turns into happiness. Friends, it is very simple, straightforward and interesting sonnet, and the way William Shakespeare uses the words to express his feelings and emotions is really outstanding, and I think this is the beauty of William Shakespeare's writing, and it might be the reason today also we deal with his poems, or we like to read his literature, and including plays or overall literature composed or written by William Shakespeare, and we have the same kind of enthusiasm, or the feeling as far as the literature of William Shakespeare is concerned. Friends, it is Elizabethan sonnet, and it is divided into 3 quatrains and 1 couplet. The sonnet has AB, CD, CD, EB, FF rhyming scheme. So friends, let's begin the exploration of this poem with the first quatrain. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deep heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate. Friends, in the first line of the first quatrain, he says that when in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, it means when his fortune is not with him and he is moneyless and depressed one, that time people do not give any kind of importance to him and hate him badly. Friends, in the second line he says, I all alone beweep my outcast state. Friends, he says that in such situation or circumstances, he prefers to live alone or isolated life, weeps badly and feels like outcast figure of the society, or marginalized or banished figure of the society. Friends, he considers himself as such a human being who has nothing to do with society and its people, or society and its people have nothing to do with him. Friends, in the next line he says, and trouble deep heaven with my bootless cries. He says when he comes across with such plight or situation or circumstance, that time he tries to convey his pain to the Almighty or God. Friends, the word heaven is used for the Almighty or God here. But the God or Almighty also does not listen to him, and he becomes like deaf when he tries to convey and share his pain and feeling with the God or Almighty. Friends, in the next line he says, and look upon myself and curse my fate. Friends, in the last line of the first quatrain, he says that after having such a pathetic experience with people in the society and God or Almighty as well, he tries to introspect himself and curse his fate and destiny for the plight he has been experiencing now. Friends, there are some words in this quatrain, and it is necessary to see the meaning of those words as well. Friends, the words like disgrace means dishonor or disrepute or disrespect, we can say. Then fortune means fate, or in Hindi we can call it as kismat. Then beweep, which means crying or to cry. Then trouble means difficulty or problem. Then bootless means futile, vain or unfruitful or useless. Then curse, which means obscenity, cuss or malediction. Then see in the second quatrain what he says. Let's explore. Wishing me like one or more rich in hope, featured like him, with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy, contented least. Friends, in this quatrain, he says that he should not be like this as he and or he should be like other one or other people in whose lives much hopes are there, opportunities are there. He thinks that he should be like his friend, and the way his friend enjoys his life with his friends, he also wishes to have the same kind of enjoyment and friends in his own life. Friends, furthermore, he wishes that he should have the different skills and different abilities like his friends, and he should also get scope or opportunities to utilize the acquired skills like his friends is doing, or he has been utilizing those skills in different opportunities. Friends, in the last line he says he wants to be much popular and he does not want to be attracted towards the things he wishes to have now. He wants to be quite rich and popular so that the things which seem quite significant for him now will become quite trivial for him later on. In short, friends, he just wants to change himself and his fortune or destiny as well. Friends, in this quatrain also there are some words, and the meanings of those words are, we have the words like feature means characteristic or facet, and here featured like him means physical beauty or smartness of his friend. Then we have the word like possess, which means hold or acquire. Then desire means wish. Then scope means opportunity. And then content or contentment means satisfaction. Friends, then in the next quatrain he says, yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, happily I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. Friends, in this quatrain, the poet or William Shakespeare says that he has been thinking about all these things and hates himself for his plight that he has been experiencing now. But friends, he confesses that during this plight also he becomes happy when he thinks about his friend or beloved. Friends, he confesses that when he thinks about his friend, he becomes really happy, and his friend's memories and thoughts make him to be happy and forget all unwanted and disturbing things or memories. Friends, later on he compares his plight with the lark which flies away to the heaven's gate to sing a beautiful song and perform prayers when the sun rises in the morning. Friends, he says that he feels like the lark when he thinks about his friend or beloved. Friends, in this quatrain also there are some words, and the meanings of those words are despise, which means hate or hatred. Thee means you. Then we have the word called lark, which means a small brown colored songbird. Then sullen means gloomy or moody people. Then we have hymns, means a religious song or a poem of praise to the God or Almighty. Friends, in the last couplet he says, for thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. Friends, the last or the final couplet, or in this couplet, he says that when he thinks and recalls the memories of his friend, it brings happiness and zeal in his life. That is why, or that's why, or that could be the reason he recalls his friend or beloved and sweet memories, and therefore he ensures his friend that his or this happiness and beauty of his friend's memories mean a lot to him, and he does not want to lose it at any cost. Friends, he says, or it could be another analysis, that he will not allow himself to change along with all these things, or although he is offered to be the king, or offered some big things in his life, it means that he ensures his friend or beloved that he will not lose the memories of his friend, which brings happiness and contentment in his life. It really means a lot to him, and that's why he might be thinking in this way. Friends, actually you might have realized that in the last couplet of this poem, poet's perception, or William Shakespeare's perception, approach, and the way of looking towards his plight get automatically or gradually changed, and it becomes positive towards everything. Friends, in fact, earlier he wishes to be rich, wealthy, popular, and so on. There are some other things as well. But later on, he denies everything, and he just wants to be in touch with his friend or beloved, or probably the memories of his friend or beloved. Friends, actually this piece of composition is a little bit different from William Shakespeare's other sonnets or poems, because other poems are his beloved oriented and talks, or almost all of them talk about love and all. But in this poem, William Shakespeare presents and expresses his love or love feeling in a quite divine manner, and this is the facet of this poem that keeps this composition away from other compositions of William Shakespeare. So friends, it's all about, or it is all about William Shakespeare's popular sonnet number 29. Friends, I hope you have liked this video and presentation, and if you really have liked this video, then I request you to like it, share it among your friends, near and dear ones as well. Friends, if you are a new viewer and you have not subscribed this channel yet, then I request you to subscribe the channel by just pressing the subscribe button and hitting the bell icon, so that you will get the notifications of uploaded such new videos on this particular channel called English Carnival in coming days. I ensure you to meet soon again with a different video on Shakespeare's next sonnet, that is sonnet number 60, or like as the waves make towards the pebbled shore. So friends, till then, just take care of yourself and be happy. Thank you very much.